Hello everyone. Welcome back to Maths class. Chapter 3 Compound Interest Using Formula. The continued part of exercise 3C. Question number 6. At what rate of interest per annum will a sum of rupees 62,500 earn a compound interest of rupees 5,100 in 1 year? The interest is to be compounded half yearly. In this problem, it is said that principal is rupees 62,500, compound interest is given as 5,100 and the number of years is equal to 1 year and the interest is compounded half yearly. So based on this, we are going to choose the formula. N is 1 year, compound interest is compounded half yearly and hence the formula is amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 whole to the power 1 into 2. You can use the amount formula directly and amount should be calculated. It is a sum of P and compound interest, or you can use the compound interest formula directly also. Let us move on to the solution. Compound interest is equal to, substitute P as 62,500, compound interest as 5,100. To make you to understand the alternate way, children, I have used the compound interest formula. If you are not comfortable with this, you can use the amount formula itself, but calculate the amount in the first step. R is kept as R itself and it is 1 2s are 2. In the next step, 62,500 will move to the left hand side, that is 5,100 whole divided by 62,500. So 2 zeros can be cancelled, hence it results as 51 by 625 plus 1. Minus 1 is shifted to the left hand side, so it becomes plus 1. Now take the LCM 625. So in the numerator, it is 51 plus 625, that is equal to 1 plus R by 200 whole square. Try to simplify on the left hand side. It results as 676 by 625. As it is square on the right hand side, let us make this square will become square root, that is 26 square is 676, 25 square is 625, that is equal to 1 plus R by 200. So in the next step, try to do the cross multiplication. Then 200 plus R is equal to 26 into 200 whole divided by 25. 25 ones are 25 8s are. So 200 plus R is equal to 208. R is equal to 208 minus 200. Hence R is equal to 8%. Question number 7. In what time will rupees 1,500 yield rupees 496.50 as compound interest at 20% per year compounded half yearly? In this problem also, in what time, that means N is unknown and the rate of interest, principal amount, compound interest. Remaining three informations are given here. Let us list out what is given. As the interest is compounded half yearly, principal is 1,500, compound interest is 496.50, our rate of interest is 20% and the number of year has to be calculated. Till now we used to choose the formula based on N. I hope by this time you might have noticed this. See, the formula remains the same unless the power will be different. This power will be based on the number of years. If it is 1 year, it is 1 into 2. If it is 1.5 year, it is 3 by 2 into 2. If it is 2 years, it is 2 into 2. If it is 2.5 years, it is 5 by 2 into 2. All other remaining parts are same in the formula. As we need to calculate N, let us write the formula as N into 2. Compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 whole to the power N into 2. N is unknown value. All the remaining values are given in the question. Let us substitute. 496.50 is the compound interest, 1,500 is the principal, rate of interest is 20%. Let us simplify now. So bring this 1,500 to the left hand side. It moves to the denominator. Remove the decimal. Try to simplify. It results as 331 by 1000. As usual, how we did in the previous problem, shift minus 1 to this side. It becomes plus 1. Take the LCM and simplify left hand side. Similarly, 1 plus R by 200 Also 1 plus 1 by 10, take LCM here, it is 11 by 10 whole to the power 2n. As we have 11 by 10 on the right hand side, the left hand side value should also be equated to 11 by 10. So after finding out the sum, it is 1331 by 1000. It can be represented as 11 by 10 whole cube. Hence the base is equal, powers can also be equal. That is 2n is equal to 3. Hence n is equal to 3 by 2. So the process of calculating the rate of interest and n is one and the same, where n is n itself, r is rate of interest. But when calculating rate of interest, we should choose the formula based on the compound interest, compounded yearly or half yearly, and while calculating n also, the formula should be chosen based on the compound interest is compounded yearly or half yearly, but n should be kept as n itself. Question number 8. Calculate the compound interest on rupees 3500 at 6% per annum for 3 years. The interest being compounded half yearly. I hope by this time you will be able to identify the formula from the table, children. I have not given the formula. 8. Calculate the compound interest on rupees 3500 at 6% per annum for 3 years. The interest being compounded half yearly. Principal is given, rate of interest is given, n is given as 3 years. Now you might be having a confusion, children. Where n is equal to 3 years, the formula is not displayed in the table. But for all the years, we cannot get the formula in the table. By this time, we might be able to identify if it is compounded half yearly, what is the formula? If it is compounded yearly, what is the formula? And by that, only the power n will change based on the given number of years in the question. Let us move with the solution part. Compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 whole to the power n into 2 minus 1. So principal is 3500, rate of interest is 6% and n is kept as n itself. After simplification, we are going to get the solution as 3500 into 1.03 whole to the power 6 minus 1. The value is given in the textbook. You can just copy down the value. So 3500 into 1.194052 minus 1, and hence the solution will be equal to rupees 679.18. Question number 9. Find the difference between compound interest and simple interest on rupees 12,000 and in 1.5 year at 10% per annum compounded yearly. So I am going to explain question number 9 and question number 10. You should find the solution, children. The steps are very simple. Principal, number of year and rate of interest is given. Only the process is to calculate compound interest and simple interest. So in the first step, calculate the simple interest for the given principal based on number of years and rate of interest. And in the second step, calculate the compound interest. Choose the formula when interest is compounded yearly. And in the third step, calculate the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Question number 10. This problem is similar to question number 9. The major difference is here the compound interest is compounded half yearly. Procedure is same. Calculate simple interest, calculate compound interest, but the interest is compounded half yearly. In the third step, calculate compound interest and simple interest. By this we have completed all the problems of exercise 3C. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.